Okay, today I'm going to teach you how to divide decimals using the standard method. So the note should be titled Standard Method Dividing. Okay, so I have a problem right here. If you don't have it, that's okay. Just want you to see it. A Raleigh ruckus race is 2.4 miles long. There's a band every 8/10 of a mile. How many different bands play during the Raleigh ruckus race if it is 2.4 miles long? So my total amount is 2.4, and I'm dividing it by 8/10. Okay? So I know that that is my group size. So actually I'm going to put it over here. 2.4 divided by 0.8. This is my total amount. And this is my group size. And I am looking for my number of groups. Okay, so with that being said, this is how we're going to do it. The total amount, the first number, is always in. The second number is always out. The first number is always in. The second one's always out. So I like to think this is kind of in the house and this is out of the house. So you could think the first one, the early bird catches a worm, whatever silly saying you want. If you're first, you're in. If you're second, you're out. Whatever. Okay, so the decimal on the outside number is what really matters. It's not the inside. So if I move this decimal over 1 to make that a whole number, then what I do on the outside, I need to do the inside. So I need to move this decimal over 2. Okay, I'm going to draw a little arrow so you see. And now I'm just going to move my decimal straight up. Because I moved this 1 time to the right, I'm going to move this one time to the right. So now my problem looks like this. Now I'm going to completely ignore the decimal. Does 8 go into 2? No. Does 8 go into 24? Yes, 3 times. My answer is 3. If I want to draw it out, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I know my group size, so I'm going to have to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I know that I'm going to be making groups of 8/10 because that's a decimal. The decimal is a circle, so that means I'm going to be making circles around groups of that number. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Group 1, 2, 3. So on the test, this would be a great way for you to get a 4. One method and then another method. This method is really good and quick and easy. I don't want it to be the only method you use. It is a method you can use, but I really want you to try to solve the problems with the Common Core method and then check with the standard method if you want. Okay. Next, we have this problem here. Marie, an artist, is painting stripes on her canvas. which is 4.8 feet wide. She wants the stripes to be 0.48 or 48 hundredths feet wide. How many stripes can she fit onto the canvas? Okay, so I know, I'm going to flip my page. I know my total amount is 4.8 divided by 0.48. Okay, so I know my first number's in, my second number is out. I'll tell you, I wish when I was in school my teachers told me silly sayings like that, because I always got confused which number went in the house, which number went out of the house. Okay, so what we need to remember is we need to do the number outside first. So I'm going to do 1, 2. So I moved it 2 to the right. So I'm going to move my decimal 1, 2. I moved it 2 to the right. So now it looks like this. Okay, just because there was no 0 there doesn't mean you're done. What you do to the outside, you have to do to the inside, okay? And I'll give you another example in a second. Okay, so now my new problem looks like this. I can easily do 48 into 480. Does 48 go into 4? No. Does 48 go into 48? Yes. One time. Does 48 go into 0? No. So my answer is 10. Okay? So that's a very easy way to see that my answer is 10. Now I could check with 48 times 10. Could do that way. 0, 0, placeholder 8, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2. Checked it that way. I could draw it out. I could draw $4.80 out and then make groups of 48. I could do it on grids. There's so many different ways you can do it. Now, let me see here. So remember, what you do the outside, you have to do to the inside. Now, let me show you here with this method. 57 divided by 3. Okay, so this problem, it's from day 72. If you don't have it, it's okay. It looks like this. Because my second number is a whole number, I know my answer is going to be a decimal. Because it's a whole number, I know I'm going to be passing out a whole lot of dough. Remember, that's the silly way we said we were going to do it. So here, 57 goes, or 5.7 goes in because it's the first, and 3 goes on the out. Now, do I need to do anything to this 3 to make it a whole number? No, I don't. So I don't do anything to the inside. I'm just going to move my decimal straight up. Just going to move it straight up, like Paula Abdul says in the song. Ask your parents if they know Straight Up by Paula Abdul. Okay, so now, we might listen to it tomorrow in class if you look it up. So now I'm going to completely ignore the decimal. Does 3 go into 5? Once. Ignore the decimal. Does 3 go into 27? It does 9 times. So my answer is 1.9. I can check by doing 1.9 times 3. Okay, That's an easy way to get a 4. I didn't use Common Core once. I used standard method division, and I did standard multiplication to check, and I got that straight answer. I know because this is a whole number, my answer should be a decimal, but it has a whole number and a decimal. It's still considered a decimal number. So if I did it the Common Core way, I would draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And because that's a whole number, I know I'm going to be passing out a whole lot of dough. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to be passing out to my 3 groups because that 3 represents number of groups. I can pass out wholes. Now I have 2 wholes left. That's not enough to pass out equally. So I'm going to have to change these both. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I have 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. I can pass 1 out at a time until I run out. Or I can say, what do I know about 27 and 3? 9. And then just go ahead and pass 9 out. And then you get 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 7, 8, 9. I can count either group. I can count group 1, 2, or 3. They should all have the equal amount, and that equals 1 and 9/10. So that's 1, 2, 3 different ways to solve that one problem. I'm going to let you try this problem. We'll say, let me see who I want to shout out to today. I'm going to shout out to, whose desk and area is clean? I'm going to shout out to Parker Griffin. Parker Griffin is running a race because, you know, Parker Griffin is a really good runner. Parker Griffin is running a race, and it's 6.8 miles long. 6.8! That's a pretty long race, Parker. I'll meet you at the finish line. But he decided to take a walking break he decided to take a running break 4 times, equally throughout the race. So how far does he have to run between each walking break? Come back with your answer and let me know how far Parker Griffin ran between each walking break.